Weird Science, coming out in 1994 to 1997, directed by Max Trash, somehow lasted 5 seasons, even though I think that was only like 3 years. It starred Vanessa Angel, Playboy model, who you might have also seen in the very end of Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. They were the Russian Playboy bunny models, just sort of being snow buddies. And also Kingpin with Woody Harrelson. Of course, she played the hot girl, which is rule number 1 of a good TV show. You better throw a hot girl in it. This is a standard episode. Usually there's a problem, something magical happens with Lisa, and then after a lifelong lesson is learned, the problem is solved. In today's episode, we get to learn how Wyatt is a super nerd and is constantly afraid of death. And meanwhile, Gary is only obsessed with women and doing what guys are generally obsessed of at the age of 15. So Lisa orders them up some watches.
Oops. I keep forgetting they come out hot.
One that tells them when they're going to die, and the other one when they're gonna get some. And Gary happily finds out that he's gonna get some in 3 days, which means he accosts every single girl in school in the worst possible way.
What do you want to do for the next 37 hours till we knock boots?
Meanwhile, Wyatt is nearly put to death by Lisa, who makes him do a lot of scary stuff. Now we get to also see the other character of the show. That's Chet, Wyatt's big brother, who is the biggest piece of crap on the planet. This also kind of reminds me of my big brother growing up. Even when Chet orders some nitrous oxide and stuff to soup up his Jeep, he then grabs a mustard bottle when he was trying to do his whole license number to actually have the right to order it. Well, my brother did something similar with mail-order stun guns from a police department. He had to put in his precinct number, and he literally just made up a bunch of numbers, and they sent him freaking stun guns, which he would constantly use to zap the crap out of me. So I kind of feel for this show, just a little bit. Of course, after a while, Gary realizes that he's talked to every girl in school, except for the ugliest girl in school, who, let's face it, is also kind of cute in her own way. However, he celebrates when hearing that, well, her grandmother died.
Do you have any plans tomorrow night around 5 o'clock?
Oh, darn it. I have to go to New Mexico for a funeral. My grandmother died.
Yes! I mean...
Yeah, that's pretty darn awful. This show is just full of gag humor and a constant excuse to have hot chicks do hot girl things, especially Vanessa Angel. But meanwhile, Wyatt is having the time of his life, not dying, only to find out that then, well, when the watches came out, they came out hot, and they mixed them up. They only found out because they were labeled, which means Wyatt is now going to die any second. There is a possible killer in the house that's gonna take him out, so the boys decide to hide in the shower together. This is pretty awkward, especially when the brother ends up finding them both in the shower and then puts Wyatt in a Jeep of death.
Well now, rub-a-dub-dub. Here's a picture guaranteed to make Dad glow with pride.
That is definitely going to explode at any second. At this point, he puts his life in his own hands and completely saves the day by, not dying. And then Lisa tells them that their fate is not really set, that they can change it at any time, meaning that the other guy isn't going to get some in 90 years. He could take matters into his own hands.
Don't miss this flight to New Mexico.
So hopefully if you have some morals that you really want to shake up with some also terrible morals, well, you too want to go back and watch a little bit of Max Trash TV with some weird science. I know I will be, but of course, that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching.
Me, you, 33 hours of foreplay.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking about it, and Weird Science really did need to have a hot girl in it. For example, let's take this other scene from another episode and replace Lisa with, someone else and see how it works.
Hey everyone, I'm Lisa. I'm Gary's girlfriend, and I am 100% sexually satisfied. Gary has found ways to arouse and fulfill me that no other man could ever duplicate.
Yeah, that really didn't turn out well at all. So hopefully if you guys enjoyed this video, then maybe you want to watch some other videos that I am working on. And also if you like video games, well then you could just subscribe to my video game channel, Second Opinion Games. And until later, I will see you again, guys.